Ladies and gentlemen, hello again. Welcome back. I have moved. By the power of magic, I have moved rapidly from Sandy Park, where a phenomenal game of rugby. If you're a rugby fan, then you just absolutely love that, where we saw Leinster, 4-time champions, beat current reigning holders, Exeter, but the scoreline just didn't belie the game itself in the end. Two great teams playing a game of rugby that was absolutely superb. We're now, as you'll see, I'm in Franklin's Gardens, the home of Northampton Saints. Been there a couple of times before, great place to be. And we are now focused on the Challenge Cup. So welcome. This is part of the White Walkers chat and crack from the Ulster Rugby Roundup Show. Please welcome to my very, very dear friends, and we'll explain about Northampton Saints fans in just a second. But he is one third of the Ulster Rugby Roundup Show, White Walkers Chat and Crack presentational hosting team. It is White Walker 1. It is Dave Toppin, David the Wingner. How are you?
Hello there, you regulars. How are you? Big Joe, good to see you again, mate.
You, mate. Oh, what a game of rugby, mate. That was just, what was all that about, eh? And
well, in my view, I think it just they just figured out at the end of the game that it's night one of WrestleMania tonight. So, somebody had to get a wee suplex in there. As I said, Kurt Angle would be proud.
He would indeed. Mate, you're welcome to tonight's show. It was a real pleasure to have you on. It's been a bit fast and furious today. I'm in the doghouse, literally, because I didn't get the dogs out, 80 minutes isn't 80 minutes in a game of rugby, and the TV companies, everybody else should know that as well. That should be extended between, so people like us can do what we need to do with our families. So there you go.
Joe, it's okay. I understand completely. I'll tell you why. I had to dash to the shop there for a couple of extra sherbets, and to be honest with you, the guy was looking at me funny because he thought I had the shoplifters bump,
Shit too, the shoplifters bump. Oh, I'm moving on.
This crack with the bag, it's great fun.
Yeah,
everybody, I'll tell you, you couldn't bid it for a stick of enemy.
Jesus, good man, how can I be?
It's humor up the yin yang.
It's humor up the yin yang. On we go. Good man yourself, Dave the Wingnut. And we are delighted to have the latest addition to the Four Provinces Supporters Forum, run by the great Conor Broomfield. He is he's the engagement officer, the head of engagement and welcoming and looking after people. He is an absolute legend for us on the Ulster team. He is Gregor Galway. Gregor, how are you?
Good. Got the coverage on.
You well, mate?
Yep, got the coverage on.
Yeah, good man. So we are here for our second show of the day, and you're all welcome to it. The ThreeBOD Rugby Group's GoggleBOD series, match watch along, where we normally have, if you've just seen, those people who've just seen the Exeter and Leinster game, and we had a couple of fans on from Exeter. Great guys, welcome to the family, and a couple of Leinster guys on. We did put a shout out, didn't we, Gregor, to 3-4 Northampton Saints. We've been trying for the last 48 hours for the Northampton Saints fans to come and join us, but there was no taker. So either they're very nervous or they're just shy. As you'll see, we are in Franklin's Gardens behind us. They're not shy at all. I know lots of Saints fans. But anyway.
No, Joe, I think I know what happened here, folks. I think what happened was they took one look at Captain Darling and one look at Cooney, and they said, "Here, lads, just back away here, lads." Oh, and now we're just seeing Trimble's mop here. And if we turn down Mailita, my goodness, Mailita would love him.
Well, worse than that, mate. It could have been this. We could have had this again.
Oh,
we love that.
Stay classy, Gibby. Stay classy.
Absolutely. Look, he's even got the Star of Glory on him emblazoned. The Star of Glory on him. Absolutely superb. Okay, so we've got about 7 or 8 minutes till we go. This was the Challenge Cup. Obviously, Bath have beaten London Irish last night, unless the Tigers stomped past Newcastle Falcons today. And we got 2 left to go. Obviously, Northampton Saints and Ulster, and then Montpellier at 9 o'clock, which I think actually is 8 o'clock. So they're starting at the same time, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. 8 o'clock. So that game will happen at the same time. and Montpellier, and we'll see what happens there. And obviously, just a quick overview from the Champions Cup quarterfinals. La Rochelle beating Sale Sharks. Exeter Chiefs just lost now to Leinster. And then we've already got one French team through. We've got an Irish team through. And tomorrow we've got Bordeaux Beglers playing and Aix-en-Clown and Toulouse. So the whole thing, there will be 3 French sides and an Irish side and no Premiership sides. Ooh, it's an interesting time for rugby. Here's the teams for today. Let's have a quick look at Northampton Saints in the first instance. My apologies that I didn't have time to expend this one out. Are you frightened, Dave, Topham, by this team? Do you think it's going to be strong enough for you?
Absolutely. And even then, there are players out through injuries and what else. This is a strong team. Bigger's always seems to be a wee bit nervous. So we'll give him some head and shoulders for that afterwards. But no, to be fair, this is a very strong team. I expect it to be a bruising encounter here. So I think even as Gregor pointed out, I think our big battle will be with Nayara Boro and that's going to be our big one there. I think if we can sort of clip the wings a wee bit at the start, I think we've got half a chance in sort of that first 10 minutes. But considering what all the away teams have been doing this weekend, well, Ulster's got to come out of the blocks if they want to have a half a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Just before we turn to Gregor to take us through the Ulster team, Colin Broomfield, your new boss, Greg.
Hello.
And best of luck to all. Absolutely. Good man yourself. Absolute top gentleman is our Connor. So, Gregor Galway, here's the Ulster side. Take us through, mate. What are your thoughts about the pack?
Right. We'll start with the front row. That's the best front row, I'm just saying. So Henderson's out, which is obviously blue, but we've got Treadwell and O'Connor, good partnership against the likes of Laws, who's not there, but Reedy and Murphy captain, because Henderson's obviously out. Reedy's a good player. Yeah. Definitely is like the future, I think. Cooney, RFU, no comment on that. Burns, Captain Darling, Stockdale on the wing. People have been saying who's better if Louis Salmon. Stockdale can prove it. That centre is just good. Bangor Brothers and Hume is just a good partnership. Balakoon, as we were saying, Nairevoro could be. If Balakoon gets on the outside, steps him like 3 times or something, then we're going to go in. Laurie, dancing feet. Billy Elliott, just saying. The bench is just good. With Andrew, who we obviously said in the roundup show about the fact that, who would start and all that. Because, of course, Mathewson scored, so it's a good bench. Mako is a good player. Izuruku misses out because of injury, but that's the team.
What do you think, Dave? Let's start with the back. Michael Lowry, one of the most exciting full-backs that there is in the game currently. Everybody's saying, that he's so small, but he's just absolutely phenomenal. I look at Stockdale, Robbie Balakoon, and Michael Lowry. That's some back three, brother, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable, Joe. Put it this way, folks. It's like this. When you have a player like Lowry who can play either at 10 or at 15, is excellent under the high ball, and frankly goes like Roadrunner on fast forward, then you've got an absolute great anchor for a back line. Balakoon, we know what he can do. We know how good he is. It's as strong a back three as I've seen in many a year, and that's saying something. Obviously, with McCluskey and Hume in there, directing traffic, I think again it's going to be a real good battle there in the back line. I'm going to throw it into the second row. Yes, I know Hendo is out. We do have good players in there with Reedy, and we've got Matty Ray, backing up here from the bench. To be honest, I think this is going to be an absolute blinder.
Absolutely. Where do you think it's going to be won and lost for you, Dave?
For me, one lost. Well, we'll see what the second row goes like in the scrum. But I think here, I think it's gonna be one, in the center and sort of into the back line. I think that's where I think that's where their main threat will come from. I think that's where our three are strongest. So, it'll be a matter of making sure that the Big Stew and James can, get that quick ball out. If we can do that, and if Cooney's up to his usual standard, well, then we're good for it. I think we can do it.
And the bench, Gregor, what's striking for you on the bench? What's the standout? What are you really happy about?
I'm just like, Michael, even McElroy, he's a good player. Like, Methody boy, he's like fast, as we've seen from the.
Yeah.
Where he's a good player, option is back row, plus he can cover from second row. Craig Jones got from D4.
I have to say, this is one of the strongest Ulster sides I've seen, and I think it shows. And is just seeing Captain Burns on the telly there, Captain Darwin, rather, Billy Burns, is in one of the strongest times I've seen for a long time, and I think it shows a real intent on what you lads have come to Franklin Gardens to do. Just looking at some comments there. Everybody's welcome to the show tonight. It is the second half of the ThreeBOD Rugby Group's GoggleBOD hashtag match watch, where we've got some fans in the studio when we're watching the game and we'll comment on it. And they're just taking a moment's silence to remember His Royal Highness who passed yesterday. And there we go. Royal Highness. Okay, so I was just looking there at. I've just deleted some comments off there because they're spamming streams. We don't do that sort of thing, guys. What we have to talk about is Freddie Clark. Looking forward to watching this one. So, Freddie, you're most welcome to.
He's an Leicester Tigers fan, so.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Good man. So we're about to the official for tonight in the centre, Alexander Ruiz. So here we go for the Challenge Cup quarter-final. Northampton Saints, great old tradition side against Ulster Rugby. And don't forget that on these match watch-alongs, we are anything up to a minute behind each other, depending on what devices we're watching. So we'll see how it goes. But you're welcome to tonight's show. If you've got any thoughts, then stick them up there and we'll stick your comments up. Enjoy the gig.
Ooh.
Good start.
Very good
Wait.
start there.
Oh, Northampton penalty scrum. So it was against O'Sullivan, looks like.
Oh,
Be interesting to see how the first 10 minutes go, how the game is managed by both sides, I think.
Yeah. Plus, I think bigger comments were interesting during the week in terms of what he said about our league and theirs.
Yeah.
That's what
I think in fairness to him, I understand why he said that. I think there's an element of truth, somewhat.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh no!
Well,
Oh, that's a turnaround for the penalty now to Northampton for whatever reason. Collapse is done. Ruiz is setting the stall out early here, folks.
I think he could have a card. Maybe he might have his card with him because it didn't say Frank Murphy given one yesterday.
Well, yeah. Looking at it, it looks like a collapse on the far side of the scrum. Although, mind you, I saying that Ruiz was sort of looking a bit stern, like Al Hastings here. We're going to go up the leg in here, I think, with this one. All right, let's have a look here. Quick ball.
Well done.
Absolutely so, and yeah, brilliant.
That's the Irish traditional. That's the Irish traditional Leinster thing of doing it them all. That's what the Irish do so well. If you look at them over the years,
absolutely great from Big Stu.
Sorry. I was about to say we were talking about Larry then, but he made a break. It was Balakoon, but.
I'm just, people often ask me what do I do when I'm looking around the screen and this. Well, I've got one screen on my right hand side, your left, watching the game. Oh, and look at Balakoon go.
Well, it's as if he heard us. Oh no!
And then for some reason,
we have the studio. I'm receiving loads of messages on my phone saying we haven't got the link to the show in our group. Can you share it? Yes, I'm doing that.
What's there in there?
Oh, I love one of the Northampton fans' comments about the 2011 quarter-final at Milton Keynes. It was like, about 8 hours after, I always remember singing "Stand Up for the Ulsterman," and plus somebody would put underneath it saying, "Oh, I always love Ravenhill when my friend put me there. Great ground." And all that. Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. But Ravenhill is one of those special places, isn't it?
I don't want to tell you what happened. Just saying.
I'm going to give a shout out here to me old mucker, the Night King himself, Mr. Quigley. Say, just for the record, Nigel, I'm on the sherbet.
Who's that?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's what I call last ditch.
Yeah, it's like Pierce Francis is kicking the goals for Northampton tonight. It looks like centre.
Ooh.
He took a quick shot.
Captain Darling missing the tackle there to let that break.
Yeah, that was poor defending actually there. You saw him move just to the right hand side, and that left the gap.
Yeah, 2 extra for Francis. Alex Mitchell scored. Yeah, I do not know who he is. Oh, as soon as we talked about Nayuvora, I think he's gone off with something. Yeah, Nayuvora's off.
Did he get a knock in that?
He was holding his eye. He had what do you call it?
Okay.
He's gone off. He was holding his eye. Yeah, like a T-tar. He had like a T-tar, so he was holding it with his so he was.
HIA, he's gone for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good if he was out, because he can score tries for fun. That's just me saying that.
As long as he's healthy and he's he's okay, then we'll be happy. But a serious player, that's for sure.
He is, and any team, he's like one of those star players for any team in particular. For the Saints, who've got like Glasgow Barbarians, I think, play for the Barbarians.
Well, 7 minutes gone in this Challenge Cup quarter final. You're welcome to tonight's show, the second of our ThreeBOD Rugby group hashtag Matchwatch GoggleBOD Lives, where we have some fans in the studio and we are watching the game at the same time and reacting to it. 7.5 minutes in, Northampton first blood. Well taken try just over. Dave, your initial thoughts?
Well, like I said, Ulster have to come out of the blocks here and just have like a really good line out there from Herring. Mind you, Northampton now very physical at it. We knew they were going to come out physical at them, and that first try, a bit of a soft one, to be fair. So they're really going to have to tighten that up now in the next sort of 10 minutes to try and give ourselves a new platform to build on.
Oh no,
Gregor, your initial thoughts, mate? You content that it'll settle?
We just need more time. We just need to keep hold of the ball and just try to knock it. We need to. The defense coach Jared Payne, I don't think will be happy with the defense for that first try. I'm just saying that, because if you do that, big teams like Leinster, if you do that, and as we saw with the Exeter game, Leinster will overcook, so we cannot be like that. Away teams in there, this is oh no, somebody's down. The physio's on the pitch for Ulster, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
There we go. Let's just block that user.
Drinks break on the pitch.
Catherine Beechner, good evening to you. Saying hi, Gregor. Great to see you on K.
Oh, Burns.
Hey, Catherine.
Right.
Joe Lyons, my nerves are shot 14 down, but never lost faith with the French friend. Good man.
I think Joe jumped the nails off himself over that.
I was new when Joe wasn't on before. Joe Lyons wasn't on.
Oh, sorry. We're going. Louise is going upstairs for something on my screen. But so I was in contact with a Sarries fan about a certain Sarries player. Is that late?
That's right. That's leading with.
Oh, that's a yellow card. That at least.
That is.
Yeah.
There's no
that could be
wrap on. Sloppy. Actually, it's just sloppy.
Has it? They're checking it. Has it been foul play? Yes.
Yep.
Nick won't be happy with himself because that was just.
Oh, I was about to say that's typical Sarries play, but a Sarries fan told me not to say anything biased against him.
We love everybody tonight, brother. We love everybody tonight.
What was I about to say? I sent a picture of the bod, your profile pictures to my this guy and the swimmer, and then they love Bod. They're just like, oh, Bod's so cute. I told them I would tell you that.
Brilliant, mate.
So,
He has his moment.
It's equate off, yellow.
Yellow, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder if Burns is going to be. Burns looks okay to carry on.
What gets me there is Nick Ezekwe's a real class player. And he goes into tackle, and then so you think he's going to lead with his right arm, and then the last moment he
pulls away
over and left.
Yeah,
it's like he learned from Owen Farrell a wee bit about that tackling.
Yeah,
that's a correct call, though.
Like it is correct call. It's just a bit sloppy from somebody of
sloppy, maybe a little cynical, maybe.
I don't know. Just because he went to tackle, and you could see where his body positioning was with the right on the right side, and then he turns at the last minute. I don't get that. Maybe because in the speed of it, maybe his brain saying pull out, but you know, it's too late to do it.
And especially considering
speed,
and I suppose considering all the with the big crackdown on that sort of, I think that's where that sort of don't I am I doing this right? That sort of millisecond of doubt has crept in.
What was I about to say? That's a good stat from Ulster there, sorry, but we lost 2 yards last week to Sen against Quins. That's a stat. 13. We won 13 out of 15 lineouts. It was on BT.
Well, as Leinster showed today, you can be 14-0 down and still come back. But you have to get 10 points. I'm convinced now. Any yellow card period, you have to get points. You have to get. I think 10 points is what should be aimed for.
Had Treadwell got hit? Ref, penalty. Penalty Ulster.
Going for the corner.
Probably.
He's got to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There he slotted him.
You have to get minimum 10. So we know we need to get points down. Then when we get back into this, we need to kick to the corner, get this driving ball going. Get one with a hooker maybe, or the hooker will Heron will fancy himself, I think, here from this range. Just saying.
Oh no, penalty.
Look, see? What did I tell you? Heron fancied himself. Oh. Right, I think we've scored. Oh, he given the penalty try. Penalty try, Ulster. No conversion, penalty try. He's
I had to really, to be honest.
Yeah. If you're in driving that position, then you have to. Wait, if it's a penalty try, it's not a yellow though. As well, though. I'm just saying. Oh, we're checking for something here. I'm trying to work out. What is it? Does anyone know? Because I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm a good 60 seconds behind you, I think, lads. Ian Gilbert out in Madrid. Ian, good evening to you. Thanks for our second show today, mate. On twice. 7-0 to Saints was Johnny Whopper. Can't be asking a question like that. Johnny Whopper. It's a family show. We are. Well, when it's 4 seconds in.
What's happened there? And
he looks. I was about to say he was going to give a yellow card, but he's not.
I'm currently seeing 12 minutes on my screen here.
He's 2 yellows, sends her down to 2 men, 13 men. Lot of facing off. 2 back rows.
Ooh.
Right. We need to, as we say, we need to make this count, essentially.
You do now, blimey.
Look,
but there's the 7 points. Like I say, I always look for the team to score 10 points when there's a yellow card. Now
we can do it. Look, it's like they will fight 2 back rowers, so What if we scrummage? Then they need to put 2 players.
Yeah, Josh Matavesi.
Ospreys, man. X. Come on, Cooney. Come on, Cooney. Just.
Okay, let's.
Oh, no. No, he didn't. I thought he knocked it on there. Hurry up. Oh, Laurie. Saints, I think Saints are saying Laurie is a danger man because they're.
Yeah, they seem to be
Maybe
zeroing in on Larry.
Somebody's lost the boot. Oh, McCuskey making meters, but Cooney just. Oh, go on, Burns. Burns is food, but he's got tackled. Oh, Laurie, yet again, making meters. That's what you want from your 15. Saints penalty.
Yeah, Larry just caught too many players around him. Just couldn't get the ball out. So
Special message. Put them on vibrate, gentlemen. Gregor, there's one coming from you. We are Johnny Whopper. We are all well. It is good to be alive. You are welcome to ThreeBOD Rugby Group and the White Walkers special. Northampton 7, Ulster 7, 14 minutes. Ooh. And if by magic we have electricity, look at that shirt in the. What's that shirt, Greg? Just those little shirt over your left hand side is, mate.
Signed shirt
from
Ulster.
Was it from a game?
No.
Just the whole team signed it for you?
Yeah.
Good drills. Excellent stuff, mate. That's brilliant. That is superb.
Somebody said, was it Roman Hartley? I think it was said something about this line out, Saints line out. So basically, they lost 5 line outs. Northampton did last week against Dragons. Just saying.
Penalty advantage
to Saints. This is where they could. Bigger's got this. I was supposed to say. When they had a penalty early on, it was like Bigger's trying the thing they did against England. He was ahead of the referee, but then the referee's just like, nope. Yeah. Saints could go to the point, I think.
Well, the scrum cap's off, so we know what that means.
Absolutely, we can. Kay Beechner, Catherine has said, can we keep it up with the score? She's got no access right now. Absolutely. It is 15 minutes gone on my clock anyway, Kay, and it is 7-7. But Northampton Saints are down 2 men. They've got 2 yellows. So, but battling hard, I have to say. Just no more of a penalty.
The Saints could be doing what you said. Maybe they heard you about the 10 points, even though with them, they're taking the lead. Points.
And there's now 10-7.
There we go.
Yeah, 10-7. I'm surprised Beggar's not taking the kicks.
Unless I would say probably for short range, I'd probably stick with Francis because Francis has been.
Yeah,
he's kicking fairly well at the minute. I'm probably leaving Bigger for the big ones.
Yeah.
Just we need that L'Oreal moment there, you know.
Well, that's always a sign of a great team when you are two players down in the sin bin, 2 yellow cards, you're down to 13, and you've come back and you scored 3 points. Fair play.
Yeah,
you can't knock that. But also really nice about this count. The first yellow card's only got about 3 minutes left. And the second yellow card, probably, Josh Matavesi's got probably about 6. So they really need to score. I feel like another try.
Come on. Let's get this. Go on.
Just looking at the sides, lads, in the quarterfinals there. So obviously Bath are through, Leicester Tigers are through, and Montpellier or Benetton tomorrow. So if you win this, who would you fancy in the semi-finals out of those, Bath, Leicester, or Montpellier, Benetton?
I would say I'd actually have Craic and Montpellier actually. And that's saying something that, looking at how Bath, took apart London Irish, and obviously with Leicester, Leicester, the more, funny enough now, I read a comment today from Nick Mullins from BT Sport, and basically he was looking at making. He says the more he sees the Tigers now as they are, the younger Tigers, the more they look like a big force to be reckoned with.
Back to the road south, or just back to
Johnny Rocket just saying there that Northampton he's failed his HIA.
Wow.
We send our best to him and hope that he's well. I think the quarter one obviously the nose, which can be. So we send our best.
The whole rugby family does, not just Ulster fans and everyone. Just the whole rugby family.
Ulster really sort of trying to make the most of this now. It's come up to 19 minutes, and they're pressing hard against the 13 men of Northampton.
No, this is where the pressure needs to be applied. Like, come on.
I don't want to play Bath. I'm just saying, because look at their players that they have, the likes of Watson, but they look good last night. But
although, mind you, I would actually be trying to spread this out wide if I could.
Yeah.
Old Billy's in a hurry, isn't he? He's not hanging around.
Yeah.
That's like Quins, like Burns, like he got injured against Quins and the group stage, and he carried on and played the full 80. It's after one of those serious injuries like that, it was how is he still on the pitch? And it's that's of course he is still on the pitch. It's yeah.
And here Ulster come again.
I know, it's
okay, since back up now to 14.
I was about to say, do we kick in the corner or take the flays? Yeah, we'll kick in the corner. If you're a man up. Well,
funny enough, just looking at a few stats here, lads, and I see the possession now roughly is basically 50-50. Saints have got the territory by a whisker, but looking at tackles made, Ulster already made 36 tackles and missed 5, whereas the Saints have made 19 and not missed 1.
Wow. So basically what that tells us is that we've not been testing them as much.
We haven't tested them enough, and certainly we're not making the best of
these
advantage here.
Well, you don't, they're back up to 14 now, and that makes a huge difference. So
Cooney's trying to spread it. We've got the penalty coming. I think Cooney. It's okay. You try to eat something there. Kick the flea, I reckon. Just saying. Northampton's the captain's getting a wee word from Ruiz. Maybe about the penalties.
Johnny Whopper says, how many missed tackles did you say that Ulster got, Dave?
At the minute, 5.
There's another penalty coming here.
Yeah,
So almost a
referees
shot.
haven't really heard. Referees haven't. Look, there's like 17. Yeah. Look, there's like, it tells you like there's so many penalties. It's like, I think it's 5. They've had 6 penalties.
Yeah.
Take the 3, do you reckon? Because we're straying from the post, or just
No, I would actually try. Nope. I would actually try the corner again.
No, gotta go for the corner. You've got about 2 minutes left, I think, of the second yellow card for Josh Matavesi. So I think that
he's getting ready, so it must be nearly.
Exactly, it must be less into a minute. Got to go for the corner.
Surely, with a man on the bench.
Oh, he's concentrating the game.
I'll take
you
off.
Here we go.
Hasn't Nordy Murphy bumped up since he was Geordie? he's gone really solid. Big lad.
Yeah, we're backing ourselves. Gone in the corner.
Got to.
You have to. Look, if we win this line, I think we're over, just saying.
Well,
right, here we go. We've done it. Go on. McCluskey's on his weight. McCluskey's back.
Wait, there we go. Penalty again.
Is it? All right.
Cards, here we go.
Card coming.
Yep, card out.
I'm definitely about 60 seconds behind you because Captain Darlin has just kicked to the corner.
Who's that?
Ribbons
is off. For yellow.
Wow, another one.
So be it.
And in fact, actually, and
the man's back. Matavesi's back.
Matavesi's back in, so Northampton's still down to 14.
But now do they put him up in the liner because they've locked the lock there?
I would say more than likely, Gregor.
Another penalty. There we go.
Yeah, it's like when the referee gives them a warning, it's like yellow straight away. Oh, Rob Herring, go on. Rob Herring at these, like, do you always back the hooker to score in these like situations when they've got the ball at the back of the maul? Just saying.
Ulster a few meters away.
A few meters away. Oh, come on.
Go away. Balcoon. Oh, spells it.
Oh, go on. Oh, Balcoon. We're going back. It's still got the penalty. Come on. Balcoon looked in. That's a good inventive way. No, he's just like, oh. No, did he? Oh.
No.
We're going back. Anyway. Oh, he's unlucky there. He knows. He's just like, yep. Oh, DVS. Yep. Here, 9 penalties considered by Saints.
Ooh.
Surely they could be in double figures.
Yeah, surely we need to be punishing that now.
Like 4 penalties against us so far. Surely. I think that. Oh, I was supposed to. That's what we need to do. Yeah. I think we're. Yep. Try
time.
Joe, it worked. We need to score. Herring. I think Herring. They're claiming. As I said, Joe, you're right. We need to take the points. Murphy, I think it was, or McCluskey. Who is it? We'll see.
Let's have a look at it here now.
Very, very
absolutely cracking up. No.
Who is it? Who is it? Do you know?
Under. Herring.
Okay. See what I mean about the hookers in that position? They're guaranteed.
Yeah. There we go.
That's a great setup there from the.
That's a great example of a, kick for the line, good line out, rolling maul, over you go.
Cooney's a kick for the 2, actually. First kick of the evening for him because he didn't have to kick the last one.
Let's see how the compass is going here. Straight between the posts.
Did you see the warning from the referee said in the Montpellier game about the guy stopped moving before the guys were kicking? I was like, what?
Well, there we go. Northampton still down there. They've got just over 7 minutes left of their third yellow card in this game. 25 minutes in.
My goodness, 3.
The yellow card was like
incredible, isn't it? Just playing catch up now with John Cooney's conversion attempt. JC,
as he's called. Oh no, not wrong. But is it not wrong? No.
Oh, just sublime. Some people may think that young man should be in the Irish time, but I'm not going to get into that one tonight.
Well, actually, we it's been said, he and I think he's sort of made his own intention clear, wearing the RFU base covering earlier.
Nothing if not subtle is our JC. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to tonight's show, our second of our 2 shows today, courtesy of the ThreeBOD Rugby Group. Tonight, it is the turn of the White Walkers Ulster Rugby Roundup Show. White Walkers chat and crack. Dave Topping and Gregor Galway, our good friends who are joining us tonight to chat us through this game. Interesting so far. 26 minutes in, only 4 points in it, to the advantage of Ulster. But Northampton really indisciplined. 3 yellow cards in 25 minutes. In fact, 3 yellow cards in 20 minutes, actually, in real terms. And it'll be interesting to see what they can do. But a close match all the same. I don't think personally, lads, that Ulster exploited positively enough the 3 yellow cards they've had so far. Not for me. There should have been a lot more on that.
Surely, I bet you Chris Board will have a wee word about the dressing, like in terms of in the half time. It'll be like to the guys, look, if we give them more, if we get yellow cards and penalties away, then we could be in trouble later on in the game.
Northampton obviously getting 3 points during the first yellow card.
Yeah, penalty. That's not releasing. Northampton not releasing.
Yeah, and the Northampton scrum coach is looking rather panicked.
I bet he is. Ulster's is. They're loving it. They're just like right.
And I think that's saying something because we haven't seen very many scrums in the game. And Saints were and the Saints pack is well known for their scrummage technique, and I think maybe that's playing partially into Ulster hands here as well. If we can keep them away from the scrum set piece, then we as long as we can keep it out of that, we're actually doing really well.
Oh no!
The end of the day, lads, we need to remember this. Go Team White.
Yes.
I was about to say, in case we have any American fears, can we please explain to them or anyone else?
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, actually, on when we were talking with Donald Stanford from the MLR's side of things. White Walkers are obviously the White Walkers come from the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was all filmed in Ulster, so our beloved friends up in the north are affectionately known as the White Walkers, hence the White Walkers chat and crack. Crack being an Irish word, Asquelga, for fun, not for that stuff that you might get. So for all our friends abroad, that's why the White Walkers crack is fun. There we go.
Joe, I'm just glad they actually brought me off the wall again, for this one.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think in our first show, that was my opening line. I think it never really gets old,
No, it doesn't, mate. It doesn't. Scotty Graham, Scott, how are you, mate? Let's catch up next week, mate. But I hope that you're well.
Hey, Scott.
And, doing well.
Bye.
Nice guy.
I bet. Great. We're line out there from us. Not
So
straight.
we are just coming up on my clock to 30 minutes in. Northampton's third yellow card still has 2.5 minutes to run down.
Oh man, David, as soon as you said scrums, we've got a scrum actually. So
Septic Dave here, you know.
I don't think Northampton want to take you on in the scrum. I think they're trying to avoid that, Dave, to be honest.
Well, put it this way: the one scrum that we've seen really so far, Northampton got a penalty from it. So I'm wondering, I'm wondering why they're not going for it.
I wonder why.
But here we go. There's some physical stuff going on here now. The points has to be better than this now. Come on, lads.
Keep them out, boys. We need to be. Oh no, 22 is as good as. That's no Rovers replacement. Oh no. Oh, advantage.
Right, advantage in there. Saints now 3 meters from the line.
They could be about to score. The line's good. Alex Mitchell. Oh no. He could be.
Penalty. There's an advantage now for not rolling away.
Numbers. Ulster looking for. Oh no. That's the thing. No, we need numbers around the forwards. Just like I reckon the forwards will react at half time.
And
wait, have we scored? Yeah, scored.
Try time for Saints.
Yeah.
15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tommy Freeman.
That's poor play, lads. I have to say.
Tommy Freeman.
Really poor play.
Tommy Freeman scored. He did.
Wide open and just they were just stretched out. In fact, Balakoon was just turned backwards on himself.
Oh,
that's poor. That's poor when they're down to 14 men. So about 10 seconds left on that third yellow card. And Northampton Saints 33rd minute. Northampton on a 15-14 up with a conversion still to come. And to be honest, that's just you're wasting your opportunities and you're making them look good. Kay Beechner says what's happened. What's happening is Ulster. Ulster have failed to exploit the opportunities. They've had 3 yellow cards. Northampton have just scored a second try with a conversion to come. 33 minutes, and it is currently 15-14 with a conversion to come, Catherine.
5 scores. I've got an update in the Banter game.
Yes, mate.
Banter are 14-15 up.
Are they? Excellent.
Because I've got it up here, BBC.
I tell you what, I'm so chuffed. Our good friend of the Ulster show and the ThreeBOD show, Ian McKinley, will be chuffed to pieces.
They've got 5 penalties. Got BC.
Superb. I'm just going to pull that up, actually. Northampton missed, so it's remained 15-14.
Just try. Just saying. Again.
Sloppy.
Okay. It's like I know it's like what? Tommy Freeman, 2 tries. He looks good. Come on. I'm just saying. Weird. It's like the forwards just make the meters, as you can see. It's like seeing through bang.
Cool.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I tell you what, lads, you're really making these look good. Absolutely, just dreadful. Yeah, you're right, mate. Scott, what a try. But it's just it's just dreadful from Ulster. Two tries in a minute. Northampton have had 3 yellow cards. Just unbelievable. I mean, this is just. I mean, that's just sloppy. 3 men and 1, and he just look. That's just dreadful. That's just poor play, lads. And I'm sorry. There's absolutely no. You can't excuse that at all.
Right, check it over. 24-14.
Yeah, you're right, Freddie. Freddie Clark saying Saints have taken the chances. They have taken the chance as well, mate. And they've weathered being three yellow cards. And so now, we're in the 36th minute. Piers Francis to step up and take the conversion. Northampton now got 3 tries. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So they have weathered the poor indiscipline to start with, and now 22-14 up against Ulster in this EPTR European Challenge Cup game at Franklin's Gardens. 36 minutes gone. Northampton 3 tries to the 2. 3 tries to the 2 and 3 yellow cards to the 2. But they're winning. They're pulling away. 22-14, 8 points ahead. Then Ulster really need to start focusing a bit. They haven't taken the chances, and it's on paper. I still say that a bit like Exeter today, Ulster by far the strongest team for me. You've got Ian Gilbert out in Madrid. Ian, our ambassador extraordinary. Madrid, bring on Ian Madigan, the Mad Dog. From Exeter Chiefs, who was on our show earlier. Thank you again for that, Mike.
Look, what the
hell's happened? Yeah, you went off and had some scuff, Mike. and it's been an interesting first half for sure. If you thought the Leinster one was interesting, then this is
actually interesting.
Yeah, again, Kate is saying, just thought that we'd be smashing them. Just hasn't been the case.
Scrum, Ulster.
But this is the championship minutes now, just before the half time, and I'm just picking up in the other game, Montpellier 21, Benetton 15. In that other game today, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Right, I've got a stat for you for tomorrow's game. Clermont Toulon. Right, Clermont to Toulouse have not won in Clermont since 2002.
Wow. That says a lot.
It does, even though without no fans at the Stade Marcel Michelin. Timothy's trying to make me advantage from the scrum. Maybe. Come on. Dan McFarland will be just like that.
I think we can see a wee hairdryer or two playing about.
I reckon so. I think they'll be like, I'll be just like win this game, but like offside Saints.
No, I'd be taking the 3 points here. I think Goody's going for the kick here. Certainly I'd be looking for the 3 here for sure. Just to give us a wee bit of a half a chance now going at the start of the second half.
Take the 3 when they're off at this stage, because
take a 3, keep a bit of confidence going.
If you're Dan McFarland, this is championship minutes, so basically just kick it then.
And the answer, Johnny Wappa here. Did Tommy Freeman burn Larry? Absolutely. Absolutely, it was 2-horse race. Unfortunately, Freeman won that one.
Yep, he's a good player for Northampton.
Well, there we go.
I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them, but I kicked it over. No, yeah.
No, yes.
Oh no.
Again,
A rare miss from JC, and there we go. Half time.
There we go.
Half-time.
Half time, lads and lasses. You are welcome to the second half of our ThreeBOD Rugby Group live watch along games today. Obviously, earlier on today, we had a fantastic game of rugby at Sandy Park between Exeter and Leinster. Leinster obviously came out on top of that, but the score, if you see the score doesn't belie the game of rugby. Fantastic game of rugby on both sides. And we were blessed with having some great fans from Exeter and Leinster in the studio. We are now at half time, 40 minutes in the Challenge Cup game at Franklin Gardens. There you go. Franklin's Gardens, where Northampton, who have had three yellow cards in the first 20 minutes, are now 22-14 up against Ulster, who have been poor overall, haven't exploited the chances positively, and have allowed a Northampton Saints side that was very scrappy in the early to come back in. It is not, as Ian Gilbert, our friend in Madrid, sums it up, this is not the Ulster I was hoping for. Gregor Galway, your initial thoughts, mate, on the first half. What do you take away from it as an Ulster fan?
Is there anything? We were kicking. We need to make the most of it. If there's, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, you have a think, Heather, and we'll come back to this just a second. Dave, what do you take away, mate, from the first half?
I'll agree with Ian, and I'll put it in the right context. These were not the droids you're looking for. It was very much an Ulster side who, despite a strong paper side, they seem to sort of crawl back into some of their old habits, especially with a wee bit of carelessness. Yes, they haven't given away as many penalties as Saints have, but they just haven't been able to capitalize on it. That's been our problem in the past. We'd like to have thought they've got shot at us, but unless Dan throws a couple of hair dryers and a couple of threats of a couple of Reg 15s, I think I think we could be in trouble here.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnny Whopper's adding in the ref has been pretty fair. Ulster not taking the chances and have been caught on the back foot. Yeah, absolutely.
And certainly for that second try, Joe, I will say, how do we look back at it? And Ulster took their eye off the ball at the ruck, and basically Northampton absolutely scooted away. Now, I've seen that play happen quite a few times, both in the Premiership, but also in Super Rugby. And that play now is filtering through quite nicely in the Prem, and we see a lot of meters being gained. And sort of just to give you an idea on that, just to be update stat wise, Northampton Saints currently at 38 carries with 193 meters gained. Ulster 45 carries, but only 114 meters.
What has you where it's not been lost in terms of that?
So outside of it, the missed tackles.
Do you think, or wrong? What do you think Dan McFarlane, the coach of Ulster, is going to say to the guys at half time? What are you looking for in that first 10 minutes when you get back in, Gregor? What do you want to see from your team?
Just try to dominate in every area. Just try to back yourselves. Like, regardless, we're in this game. We're still in with chance this game. If Saints give away penalties, we dominate that. We just try to pin them in the corners. Just nail in the corners. Just like, because like when we get the line out driving, it's like the maul going down. It's like we're going to score, but like keep our discipline as well. Just try to win the scrums if we get any penalties. Just try to get the kicks. From a sales point of view, I think discipline for them and yellow cards. Discipline is something we're change we're looking at. We have the same record rugby as we'll be writing that down and he'll be like, come on, lads, discipline is one thing that we can look at. Just from that.
Well, I'm going to leave you all. Ladies and gents, you are welcome to second part of tonight's show from the ThreeBOD Rugby group, our second hashtag match watch along for the European quarterfinal game at Franklin's Gardens. Here we go, between Northampton Saints, who are currently 2-14 up against Ulster. I'm going to nip off and replan some stuff. I'll be back presently, and I'll leave you in the good hands of White Walker 1, taken down from the wall tonight, and I'll have not to deliberately slaughter anybody with beastliness of forethought. I'll be back presently. Dave, over to you.
Thanks very much, Joe. And well, put it this way, I think we're going to have to now the Leinster man's got away. Now we can actually talk proper rugby here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I looked at that first half. I'm quite critical of how Ulster approached it. They didn't seem to have the confidence in that first 10 minutes that we were looking for. For me, I think it was more a case of trying to. They weren't taking it. I say we haven't been able to take advantage of these penalties whatsoever, and it's going to kill us. I think unless we see that. I think Dan's going to throw us a couple of hair dryers. He's going to say, let's focus on this first 5 minutes, then let's focus on the next 5 minutes, and just have a laser sharp focus on getting the discipline right, looking for the gaps. I agree with you, and I think we need to bring Madigan on. Billy just hasn't played very well at all today. I think after that bulldozing he got in first half, I think it's. I don't
think we'll see him at the start. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, well,
they've got the stats up here on BT. We've had 54%. They've had 46%. Territory, as you said, they've got 55, 45. That's the territory.
Yeah. But look at the penalty.
I'm just looking at there, 11-5 to us, but that doesn't tell you. That's a different story, though, in terms of the game.
No, I think in this case, we'll certainly agree with a lot of stuff that's been said. Basically, Northampton have seen the chances, they've took them rather than jump about with it, and absolutely. Let's see. Freddie Clark, I'll agree with you there, Freddie. Ulster do definitely need a good second half.
We need everything. We need our cards to go well. Essentially, we need.
But my concern would be, if we find another yellow card, Gregor, where do we go? We're not taking advantage of it.
No, I did not know. Yeah. That's what I'm moving up to the coaches to decide that, though.
Mm-hmm.
As Drew said, you have to take 10 points, but we didn't do that though with those two of them in particular. It's like they're showing the tries.
They're showing the first try from Freeman. It's absolutely shocking. Shocking defense.
Balogun, as you said, is backtracking. It's like he doesn't know where he's at. I'm watching it here. It's like he doesn't know where he's at. He's just like, but now the second one, as you said, we're down with the Rock. It's like, but then Northampton, it's like the 10-9 just sees him. There's just a gap. There's a gap.
Absolutely, and they've made the meters and they've got the free ball, and then it's that put race between Freeman and Larry, and this time Larry come off second best. Which we'll rarely see, happen in the Pro 14. So, going back to what Dan Bigger had said, certainly there may be a few grains of truth of that. But looking at from what we've seen in that first half, do you think Dan was right in what he said?
No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't even read it. I was just like, when I saw it, I was just like, can we hope this will be silence? And I said it in the group for Proud Promises. Somebody posted it. Now, when I came to me, I was like, maybe. But like, I work a wee bit of the Premiership because London Irish, because like.
And absolutely, I am going to agree here with my brother Richard. Richard, good to have you back on the A shows here. Don't listen to a word the dancing Welshman says.
That's a good call.
Give him. We'll give him 3 buckets of hair gel instead. And Ian Gilbert, absolutely. Joe's going to take the dogs for a walk. Hopefully, our mad dog will have a walk too. Absolutely, Ian. And not just a walk. It'll be three twos, 3 points times 10. Absolutely. If we're gonna go for the walk, we might as well go for the walk, right? Yep. 3 steps, 3 points times 10. We'll take it. Thank you very much. But and it's like, and how these messages are having to go up, even though Joe's taking them dogs for a walk. It must have been the quickest walk in the history of dog walking.
Look at that there. That's a good
you see, look, Catherine, you see, the hair dryers are right. The hair dryers are right. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, the hair dryers. Oh, they're a weird and wonderful thing, Gregor. Absolutely. We need that Jack Charlton, Fergie style. Ian Gilbert, the walkover. Absolutely. But absolutely. But look, Ulster can do this. They've shown they have the ability. They've got the skills. They've got the team to do this. But it's a case of, come on here, lads. You've got this, and you need a bit of fire in the belly. I'll agree with Catherine. Yeah, we need an Uncle Jackie.
We need a sensory. What is it? We need a writing chat from somebody to stand up and say, "I'm here to lead you." It's like somebody take a charge. It's like somebody needs to say, "Oh, I'm here. Come on, let's do it as a group." It's not like no family don't have that in their ranks.
Actually, interesting comment there from Sir Johnny Okwapa. Just looking at Ulster's line speed and defence, walking pace.
That's true. Actually,
at this rate, we should let them lead with the dogs there. Say, Gregor, you, me, Reggie, Joe, we'll bounce in there. We'll show them what to do. Who's that?
It's me. Hurrah! I'm
all right, Gregor, we have to chat proper rugby for a wee while, I suppose.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for holding the fort there to White Walker 1, Dave and Gregor, while I went and refreshed and replaned and came back again. And actually, I had to, somebody in the house obviously was cold after the walk and has put the heating on. And I can't get behind my rugby gear over there, my stash to turn the radiator off. So I had my CoffeeDog fleece on, and I was boiling. Not that it won't do me any harm to sort of drop a couple of shades, but there we go. Thanks for holding the fort, Dave. I know you've got to nip off briefly, which is the second thing. So I'll remove you out, and we'll see when you come back. Excellent stuff, Dave, the wingnut there, holding the fort for us. The great Dave Topham, White Walker 1. And here's my main man. It's Gregor Galway. Gregor, tell us. Gregor is an expert and plays tag rugby, mixed ability rugby, tag rugby, and he plays for. Tell us who you play for again, kiddo.
New Forge Tigers.
New Forge Tigers. That's up in near Belfast in Northern Ireland, just outside Lisbon. And he's an absolute whiz. With the knowledge of rugby, and he sits in most of the groups I do, and he shares stuff with me all the time and keeps me on the right track.
The shows that will get people involved. It's like that, just like that.
Absolutely, about getting people involved, mate, and there's not more. And so you've just got a new role with Conor Broomfield's Four Provinces Rugby Supporters Group, which covers literally the four provinces of Ireland. So what's he got you doing on there, mate?
Just he told me on the first day, like, which was told me to take a break, chill out, go for a walk.
Because you're doing so much.
I know, it's like sharing, like, because there was Comet A, and then it was just like Tim. It was just like
good. Well, I tell you what, mate, we're all really genuinely chuffed that you got the gig, because you don't give anybody better to deal with engagement. And in fact, there we go. One of the admins from the Four Provinces.
Yes, that's what I'm does. Somebody asked. The 19 actually responded with something. I can't remember who it was. It was good.
She's a top girl, and got an absolutely brilliant admin team there with obviously Connor, who runs the forum and represents Leinster, and Catherine obviously represents Munster. Colin McConaughey represents Ulster, and you've just added in as the moderator Bernie Stewart, lovely Bernie from the Westies, representing Connacht, and yourself as the engagement officer. So we wish you well. We are indeed back second half in this 2021 EPCR European Challenge Cup quarter-final here at Franklin's Gardens. That's where I am tonight. Moved from Sandy Park in Exeter up to Franklin Gardens.
Beautiful Sandy Park where there's wind.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great sort of family feel there. But I've twice been to Franklin Gardens, and I like the Saints. It's again another good set of fans. We've had some good old humdingers from a Leinster point of view with them over the years. But tonight they've done very, very well. Absolutely very, very well. Bearing in mind that they had Northampton Saints had 3 yellow cards in the first 22 minutes. They've still scored 3 tries to Ulster's 2. They're leading in the beginning of the second half, 22-14 with all to play for.
There was a good comment actually while you were out. It was like about Bobby Charles and all that jazz. It was like that, like somebody needs to. Catherine actually put up a great comment, which we all like. Me and David in particular. It was like somebody needs to rally them essentially.
There we go, just found it. Yeah, absolutely. Great comment by Kay. They need a Jack Charlton, Alex Ferguson half-time style chat and come back believing in themselves because they can win this. They can. It is all to play for in the second half of this Challenge Cup quarter-final. And Conor Broomfield from Four Provinces, who is co-host of our Leinster show as well. Greg is doing a fantastic job. We had to ask him to take a break because he was showing us all up by doing too much. But he had great to have Gregor on board, though. Top man and knows his rugby better than anybody. Good man yourself. Well done. Well said. Okay, so second half. What can Ulster do? Can they come back?
It would be like Leinster in the 2012 final, just saying.
Well, do you know what? There's been some games in the history of rugby, and the final, the comeback from Leinster against Northampton Saints. 22-6 down at half time to win 33-22. It's just
it's like, what was it? Like last weekend we saw Clermont who just about beat Wasp. We could do that. It was like, well, they did it, penalty to us, but I think we're not taking it. As we were saying, we need to make the if we get penalties, we were just like
make the most of them.
Yeah. Because we were saying about there's a compliment again, but about Madigan, and then it was like, come on, take the points. If we get points, take them, because penalty come back.
I think the first
like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, if you can
tell us where we're going in terms of the game.
It will.
Saints are not happy. The guy who got penalised is not happy. He nailed O'Sullivan.
The dubious clear out. Geordie Murphy there changed his name from Geordie to Nordy when he went north from Leinster.
No,
affectionately known as Nordy. Oof, big.
Yeah, he was complaining that guy gave the penalty. He was saying to the referee, he was just like, "What?" He was like, "What?" Come on. As we said, Leonard.
I don't think it's going to, to be honest, Kidder, I don't think it's going to take much for Ulster to pull back.
Yeah. If all we need to do, like, we need to get them all. If we get them all going, then we can get the tries going. Because look, if we get 5 points, then we're back in it essentially. Because then, speaking of which, I was supposed to. I think no, held up. I thought we scored there, but it's held up.
One of the things that we love about doing these live watch-alongs is that we can bring together across the globe, but we tend to be anything from 15 seconds to a minute behind, which makes it all the more fun in some ways.
Yeah, it's like.
But for everybody watching tonight, what for the people who are viewing us tonight on both Facebook, and thank you to all the admins for the groups that we've shared it to, and on our YouTube channel. Just sort of catching up there where it was held up. What are your thoughts on Ulster? Are Ulster, when you look at the squad Dan McFarland has put together and what they've achieved, is it just that Ulster are a year out, or is it a danger that Ulster may become like the Nurley team, a bit like ASM Clermont Auvergne?
Or Exeter for that in terms of when Sarries won the Premiership. It's like Exeter were so close to beating them, but then once they got the Waterford, now they look at them now. But like, I think we're like the Clermont Auvergne of the French league in terms of the academy system. Good, but now we've lost Campbell to Ealing, who won. But I suppose that's good. But like we've got Matawari coming in.
Yeah, Nico. Yeah, it's going to be great.
In terms of. You can play anywhere. He's like the flying Fijian. And the offload king. That's his nicknames, I think.
I think. What do you think about losing such a special number 8?
Marcel's been a great serve for us. From all of our fans. Look, he interacts. He's got like Nick Timley is the future. Though you have to look towards the future. If Marcel was picking, I would start him like. If like the Lions pick him, like I don't think, even though
he's a quality player, isn't he?
Look at Stander. Look at Stander for Munster. Yeah. They're using a quality operator, but they need to get somebody back because they've got Conan. It's like Conan. People were thinking about Conan. It's like I saw an article. It's like, what was it? Score. I think Ulster for props. Yep. Try Ulster.
Excellent.
Right back out.
There you go. One of the great things about these the live shows, just seen Nick Timley pick up off the back there and going forward.
It's Marty Moore. Got it.
Marty Moore, former Leinster man. Of course it is. Former Leinster man and prop. Absolutely superb.
Oh, David just said good to go.
Okay, there we go. And we welcome back in White Walker 1 just in time for Ulster.
Yeah.
You meant to make sure that everything was okay on the wall in the north there. And Ulster. That's exactly what you needed in this first 10 minutes.
We were saying that. It's like...
And fab. Fab to see a prop, of course.
Hashtag front row union.
Front row union. Hashtag front row union. Absolutely superb. And obviously, he learned everything that he needed to learn in Leinster before he went north. Of course, he did.
Speaking of which, he's nine. Marty Moore's nine.
I do believe, Joe. I do believe, Joe, you're now liable for another fine for mentioning the Blue Noses.
Props.
In fact, to update the WAPA, the total now is standing at about 47.50, and about the Food Boys gin.
I will be.
If Andy ever sends it over,
if Andy sends it over, I'll donate my bottles of gin to the team. I'll be paying exclusively for the on Wednesday the 21st, the 22nd of December for our 3-hour Christmas bash. I'll be funding everybody for all the nibbles and treats at this rate. But there you go. I don't care today. I'm in a good mood.
Wait, it's like, have you noticed when these games are tight? Look, the Benetton game's the same scores as 2022.
21-22.
Yeah, just seen.
You put a comment there. Freddie just put it. He's keeping us up to date while we're watching this game. It's like,
well done, Freddie. Good man yourself. Well done.
He's got a YouTube channel as well, folks. Just saying. FBC Rugby.
Johnny's saying that amount of money will just about buy you a pint in Coppers, Jacks.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
And two in Badgers if you're careful.
Oh my God. You have got to laugh. You have got to laugh.
FBC Rugby. Freddie's got one channel. People
should look at this as if by technology magic. 22-21 to Benetton away at Montpellier. Go! Oh, I just so.
Come on, Benetton.
Oh,
hashtag Benetton.
Absolutely, I'm well chuffed, man. Well chuffed. That's really.
You're pretty Balakoon just took a hike. Sorry. As David, me and Joe were saying about we could do a Leinster in, when was it? 2011? That type of comeback, or
yes.
We were saying that.
Absolutely, Catherine. Yeah, one of those awful times we would genuinely hope that that Bennett going to get through. For taking so much bad press. Yeah, it's superb. Absolutely superb.
Oh no! If Saints can pull it back into our own half,
and yes, Johnny, I will leave the Badgers alone.
yeah. Hashtag release the Badgers.
Oh, Reedy's off.
No.
Sean Reedy's off. Confirmation, Reedy's off. Oh no. Saints are trying to play this offloading game. So they are. I just noticed it. So
they're here in Franklin's Gardens for the EPCR European quarter-final match in the Challenge Cup. Northampton Saints 22-21, 3 tries apiece. And Northampton Saints had 3 yellow cards in the first 20 minutes of the first half. Reedy just changed for Matty Ray there for Ulster on a swap over.
He can play in the second. He's a good player, actually. Come on.
Needs some real strong leadership now.
Like the 11% that's been played in our I was just reading the territory. 45, I think, it's been played in the middle of the pitch. So that tells you where it's going to be played. Just saying. In terms of that. Plus 30. Oh, knock on. We're still playing on. Maybe it's advantage to us. Barney Moore's still playing on, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He just took
up. Sure did. Oh, man. Come on. Said.
Come on. There's 3 minutes in a row.
David, as we said, as Johnny Whopper.
35% in the 22. It's.
Sorry. As Johnny Whopper said, our defense. Look at it. Didn't he say about our defense?
Mm-hmm.
Joe, there's a good comment from Johnny Whopper just saying about the defense. It's
1, 2, 3.
Look. Oh, no.
Let me see if I can find the back, mate. Good man.
It's good comment about our defense.
Yeah, you've got it. Yeah, good man. Well spotted. Just looking at Ulster's line, speed and defence, walk and pace.
That's what it is. We were discussing.
We discussed this one at halftime, Joe, and we figured that if we took out 4 of Ulster's line at that point, and we inserted Gregor, myself, Reggie, and your good self. Yeah, we could just sit back and just we could carry on with them. We could just let them walk the dogs, do whatever it has to get you out of trouble. That'd be grand.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I
did manage as well to order some a takeout for the big one for her missus. So semi good. But she did have to go and hunt together some stuff.
They're just showing the BT Porto Bagel against Wrestling on tomorrow midday. So it is.
I think it's been, despite everything that's happened in the last 14, 15 months, I think you can see where as I keep saying to people, you can see where the French league, the top 14, is ahead of everybody else.
Yes,
maturity coming out of lockdown. But overall, I think there's been some brilliant rugby played. It was a real mix-up in the nations. I think there's been some, I'm not surprised to see, 3 out of the 4 French teams in the semi-finals of the Champions Cup. But I think it's been good. Even with that, I think it's been good, and
what was I about to say? Good win for the Irish women, just saying.
I think it's good today, yeah. 45 no.
No.
Mm-hmm. Great win for the Irish women today. Super.
I recorded.
One of the things that has disappointed us is not being able to see enough of the women's games. Next year we'll be looking to do the same for women as we do Six Nations for the men, and quite rightly too. So we're looking ahead to try and sort of do more. That we'll see. I hope there'll be more stuff on the telly. Freddie Clark, anyway, overall is saying that it's top 14 is the best, and then Premiership, and then the Pro 14. Freddie, I have to agree with you, mate. I have to agree with you. And I think in the last show that when the 4 South African franchises come north and becomes the Pro 16, it is going to raise the standard of the league without a shadow. And I think some people are going to get sort of bent out of shape about the fact of how well they're going to do. But it will raise every other team, whether it's Benetton or Zebre or Scarlets or Leinster or whoever. It's going to raise everybody. And you know what? I don't have an issue. I'm a bit, not just because we've got our own South African show and we've got friends there and we're very invested in the place, but I just think they add some dynamic to the game. And I don't have an issue with it at all. I think it's good for the game, to be honest.
They add something that our league doesn't have in terms of like the heat. Like some players, look at them. Like the Ludic, all those guys. Bulls.
Freddie Clark saying Bulls.
I think it's not just Bulls look out for. I think Stormers could be a team. I've seen their kit for 416. It looks good. Sharks.
I do. Yeah, look. Bulls, Lions, Sharks, and the Stormers, all good. I think they're all going to add value in their own way. I do feel sorry for the Cheetahs still, but I'm hoping that the Cheetahs. There was a plan I saw a while ago for the Cheetahs to. There's the third competition in the European structure. So we've got the Champions Cup, we got the Challenge Cup, and although it didn't play last year, I think they're starting to back up again, called the European Shield.
I've heard of that.
For the Cheetahs to go into the European Shield, if they win that, they'll then the next season go to the Challenge Cup. So the fact that they were unceremoniously hoofed out of the Super Rugby, and then they were unceremoniously hoofed out of the Pro 14. Kings, I accept it was not financially wasn't there, but the Cheetahs were badly treated. So wouldn't it be great to see them get through?
Joe,
I think it would be great too. Absolutely, it's for me the Cheetahs, were one of the most one of the teams in the 14. Whenever they were around, I agree they were very badly treated by Surrey, but I would love to see them back here again.
Absolutely. Sorry, Greg, mate. You were going to say to me.
No, I was going to say, well, how would it be good? Wouldn't it be good for the Cheetahs and all that to get through for the whole Pro 14 family, to get behind them in the Challenge Cup? Because look, there's some good teams in this competition. I'm not joking you. You can get easy pools of bad teams. It's I
think it'd be great for.
Oh no, Freeman is down injured, not looking good here.
That could be good for us though. He scored 2 tries. I think that could be his night over. I'm just saying.
Absolutely looking at that.
They've got Irish next up, so do they? I wonder if they class that as a big game for them.
I think
That's
the
a
way he went over on his leg, I think.
Jackson will probably be watching this game in terms of the way they move. He's down. It's serious because look, he's holding his head. This about the stretcher doesn't come out. Just
I hope he gets up. He's a great little player.
he's a good player. So
but it just goes to show, doesn't it? That little slip, just in
the game. Slip,
yeah. That's so bad. He's good to go, and nothing comes from it.
But you can see as soon as he hit the deck, you could see he was cool. Oh, I think the studs actually just dug into the ground actually just as he was coming in. So
Ulster, I think this break will suit Northampton because we've scored recently. I'm just saying.
No, actually, it's not a bad shake, Gregor. Actually,
because we scored last, so basically that will help a wee bit. McFarlane doesn't look. He looks okay about it. He looks happy, but he doesn't seem to have a smile on his face though, which could tell you something.
I don't know many coaches that do smile anymore. It's just like so focused in what they're doing. But I mean, I love the way that Johnny Petrie, the CEO of Ulster, and Dan McFarlane, what they've done for the province. I think it has been very, very good. We're there from Freddie Clark. 28-22. Let's just add that to the stream and see whether it's there we go. 28-22. So nip and tuck over in Montpellier. Come on, Benetton. We're right behind you. Everybody, the ThreeBOD Rugby is behind Benetton Rugby tonight. There we go. And Freddie.
Sorry, but the 15's off. Push in.
And Dingwall coming on now.
Dingwall.
I wonder whether it's his ligament. I think he just, like you said, David. I think his studs went into the ground and it just jarred it.
Judging by, I just watched it back a couple of times just to see, and it seemed that the studs just dug in just as he was just coming down, and I think it's just it stretched the ligaments on him. So hopefully now it'll not be serious.
No, early engagement by us.
Yeah.
What is the O'Sullivan maybe again? So they've gone for the scrum, Northampton.
Yeah, I think he's they get him in the ice and
I wonder if he's their starting 15, their current. Because if he is, then they need Northampton are wearing black armbands. I just noticed that 4 points fell probably.
Yeah.
I don't see Ulster wearing them though. Or maybe they are. Look how long the scrum takes. It's like
and they're meant to be keeping these as quick as possible. Not that I will say much for Frank Murphy, and these are the Franks. For me, Frank was always good at actually trying to hurry up the scrum. Too much time out of it.
Interesting there, Catherine Beechner-Kay is obviously a nurse, and we thank her and everybody in the UK and across the British and Irish Isles in both countries for our frontline workers. She's a frontline worker.
Without them, we would not be. Without them, we would not be here. Without the vaccine and all that.
So thank you, Catherine, for you and what everybody else is doing, the NHS and the HSE over here in Ireland, UK and Ireland. And actually, she points out it's easier to break a bone to heal and to recoup and stuff. So
it's good that at least he went off. Because rather that could injure him for the next season.
Also giving away penalty inside the 22. Larry couldn't get shifted out, and despite a bit of cover by Balakoon, just giving away a silly penalty here.
I was supposed to say Ulster sub, Mur's off. Maybe he's injured or Trule's on, as as a certain Ian Gilbert calls him, the something, the 4, is it?
The fly catcher.
No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. The flying something. Maybe.
I'll try and find it out. I'm sure did he call him the fly
Oh,
catcher?
The fly
no,
catcher.
It's not. Oh, who's he calling the fly catcher though? Oh, Saints are in. Good score. 14. I'll try to find the comment I'm talking about. In terms of I'll tell you they just scored.
Yeah, well worked. Just the wee dinky offload and say no more. Larry caught in no man's land.
I think that's the impetuosity of youth, isn't it? You know, defensively, he's still got. I'd take Mike Lowry tomorrow for his offensive stuff and that, you know, but he's a young lad and he's still got some stuff defensively to learn. And, you know, it's.
I would say the same for even for Jacob Stockdale. You know, he's still young. Yeah. Everybody forgets that. Yeah, he's been around for absolutely ages.
I saw the stats there before, mate. I think he's only played 9 times in the Pro 14 this year, or 6 times, something ridiculous.
Yeah,
actually, they don't get regular rugby, and yet they're at the top elite level, and they're thrown in. And then you get people who go down to the IFU camp and then never get to play, and they're away from the pro.
Wow.
This year, I sort of think this. You know, it's not just the whole Ulster thing.
Sorry, but I should have told you this. We've won 6 out of 7 games with Ruiz as well.
There you go, Gregor. Just for you from Ian Gilbert, flycatcher is Billy Gatemouth Burns. That's what he calls him. Well, we know him as Captain Darling because he looks a spitting image of Captain Darling off the Black Adder series. Does our Billy Burns? There we go. Well done, Ian Gilbert.
That is.
Well, this really going. They go. I'll quote Balder. They're gonna need a cunning plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
To try and salvage this one. You know, there's the Aragon. You know, it's we're still in the shit here. It's it's only 6 points. We're still in a good shit. Still plenty to go, but
look, David, there's still plenty of time. Oh, sorry, but the Ulster players are saying that maybe it wasn't. Oh, scrum. McElroy's on. Even McElroy's on. They're trying to find the ball. I wonder who McElroy's on for. Would it be Burns? Or is there something else?
Do you think that they shifted Larry to Barry? No, this is now we're promising.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, great. Oh, no, come on. Wait, if we score here, we could be in there with it.
Come on, quick ball here. And we've got the advantage.
Lads, Johnny Wop is asking, what changes would you make?
Well, Madigan on. Could he? Joe, as we saw for Edinburgh last year, he kicked a long goal. So if we have long kicks, maybe that could come in handy with his big boot.
Absolutely.
No, plus
that's breaking news just coming in there. Another 3 points for Montpellier.
Oh no, Joe! As soon as you said that, Joe, we've just scored.
JC,
Craic. Oh, all of the fact that I'm 60 seconds behind.
I couldn't find them.
I still get excited.
No, sorry, but it's like, right, we'll describe it. It's a great play. Herring kicks it. Oh, it's like, wait, I was supposed to say, he just snipes it. It's like a sniper.
It's pure snipe.
Isn't it? He's like, David, it was like the Northampton scrum half first try.
Are they reviewing that?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Cooney's lining up for a wee kick. I'm going to ask this one for Johnny. No, I would actually, if I was in this case I'd be putting McElroy in, but I'd be changing Larry down to 10.
Is Larry for McElroy? So Burns is still on then? Who's your 15?
Still on, yeah.
Is Stockdale a 15? Yeah. Did we get it over? Yep, over.
Yeah, Ulster 28, Northampton 27.
Wait, Larry's off.
Larry's off.
Larry's off. Shane. Who? David who? Shane for Roy. Does he mean golf? Joe, does he mean to golf? Or
well, no, certainly if it wasn't that, Rory, for put it this way,
I think he's out of the golf.
I think Rory need to go back and throw a lot of golf balls in that washing machine again.
Yeah. This game is going to be a tight one. It could come down to a mistake, couldn't it?
I think it's gonna be like Leinster game. It's gonna be that last 10 minutes.
Wait. No. Why are we kicking it away? Can somebody please tell me? Because when we're in the lead with 1 point, keep the ball.
Saints with an advantage as well.
Oh no. High tackles. That's what the penalty's for. As I said, why would we kick that away before that?
You see, it's the old habits creeping back in.
Yes. Sorry, I was about to say, there's this guy, right? So he creates a page called Fab Rugby. He says they're going to beat us, just saying. There's a Saints fan who I'm not friends
there
with.
we go. And there's the penalty for the high tackle.
Oh, no. McCluskey's penalised.
Absolutely. In Gilbert says, well spotted, Craic. Gregor Galway, the man who just captures everything. Every small thing that changes, a player, an injury, somebody's coming through the academy.
Oh, sorry, our penalty stats have gone up to 8, by the way. They've only conceded 12. Still.
Only 12?
Yeah. Here, that's just on the whole match. But, oh no. Did we steal it? No. Oh, we still, was that our line out or was it theirs?
Oh no. JC went for a Boxy McBox kick special there.
Right. Oh no. We know what Joe's opinion is on that is.
Fortunately, we haven't had to mention those as much as we mentioned.
Good kick. Wait, who was that?
Wow.
Who was that? Was it Cooney or did anyone know who kicked that? Out of you two? Did you see it?
I think you just got ready to give me a rewind.
And we are just hearing more breaking news from over in Montpellier. There's a penalty on 31-25. Benetton coming back.
Actually,
from Italy, all the way.
It was Stockdale who clicked that one, Gregor.
Oh, that's like Hog. Spiral, was it? Do you reckon?
Catherine Beaton saying, didn't realise box kick.
Oh,
sorry, Conor Murray moved to Ulster.
Joe, at least we do not have to watch it.
Catherine.
Oh, Stuart Hogg it was like a Stuart Hogg spiral. Advantage to us. Look at that.
Yeah, 20 penalties in professional rugby is shocking just from Johnny Wappo.
That their discipline. If you're the discipline, sure. Look, here come the replacements. You're seeing full front row. As they say, here comes the cavalry.
We dive in there.
Right, 16's off. A lot of aces. Here comes the cavalry. Tom Woods on the bench for Saints, by the way.
Is he?
Well, there it goes. 16, 17, 18. Looks like it's a.
It looks like, Joe, it's the front row reunion coming off.
Absolutely. I was relying on the front row.
Stockdale just had cramp, I think. Tom Wood's a good player.
Oh, yeah. Tom Wood's a very good player. But, yep, complete front row change.
Actually, somebody's coming off for us, I think. Yeah.
Works. A wee bit of a stretch out there.
Works on for Sullivan. The guy got a red card against Leinster, just saying. Sullivan had a good game, like 60 odd minutes for a prop. Is that good? Or
that's fairly standard now at the minute. That's good going. But then it's less scrummage in there, and so that's probably why you have the extra log of minutes out of it. But it was all that rucking and that defense. Yeah.
What do you also look to do? And he's like, so we've got the ball. Do we look to make meters, or do we look to get us another try? Or
I would say here, try and get at least a try out of it, or if not, at least 3 points. We need.
Like we need a bit of breathing space. Oh no! Picking of which, Saints penalty. 7. They were plotting him. I think he was yellow. Oh no! Saints penalty. Not releasing. Oh, number 9 went to scrap. Couldn't have the ball, but then he went to push Cooney there. 9 for Northampton. Joe, we mentioned Dan Bigger's comments as well about the Pro 14 and the Premiership.
And I went for that great reply from my brother Reggie, who's having keeping a wee eye on it. And he just says, "Don't listen to a thing the dancing Welshman says."
Absolutely, yeah. That.
It's a rerun of Tales of the Unexpected.
Sorry, people. Wait, I've got some good news.
Oh,
we got the line out.
You got the what, mate?
We got the line out. We stole it.
Awesome.
Well, we like that.
Whether there's any update on Benetton and there. Johnny Whopper is just bringing us up to speed there in his thoughts, telling us that things McElroy has brought a bit of sparkle into the back line.
See what I mean?
Absolutely.
Joe, I said to you, watch out for him.
Absolutely.
I said, watch out for him, and here he is. This will probably can show us what I
Great
told
game of
you.
rugby, guys, isn't it? 4 tries, 3 yellow cards in the first 20 minutes.
Joe, what more could you want? Joe, what more could you want? A tight game, penalties and plenty. It's like tries.
Two fab games today, back to back.
That's like crackers. This is.
There was some, at least there's some rugby on, like regardless with like crowds, but like at least we can support our team from home. Like
very good, Ian Gilbert. To just change their peace line.
Nice one, Ian.
5 said sub 19.745 for Northampton.
Sorry, Catherine. Yeah, 3 fab games actually today. Yeah,
Unfortunately, was a good game. I'm going to be honest. Did you see, Joe? I was going for sale for that game against La Rochelle.
I think a lot were, but I'm a big fan of Ronan, and I think what he's built there is really, he's taken the best of France and a lot of obviously his own experience in Ireland and what he learned in the Southern Hemisphere with the Crusaders.
Like, I just went for like La Rochelle because of what John Gibbs did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's. There's a lot of people. There's a few individuals that maybe wouldn't be
fans of it.
A John O'Gibbs fan, but look,
he's done well. What is it?
Road
is God, isn't he?
No, bod is God. Roger.
Here, you have to put on the Saints. I thought people, Joe. David, you missed it. It was like in the comments of all the Saints groups. It was like, in case you didn't know, Bod is my dog, and I was like, people probably thought it was a rugby player, but then you had to say about the we
put in one. It was either the Saints group or the Exeter supporters group, and somebody put a post up saying the Irish are coming. So I put a post up. Bod said, he says, "Nothing here."
Yeah, do you want to know something? You want to know something about Leinster? I know this because there's a guy who drives the buses for the white team. They came up after the game, straight after the game. You do know that. They were not staying.
Really?
Yes. Somebody said that. I knew that. Somebody said Burns. I don't want to say it because it's about Sexton. It was like ties, shoelaces. That's what somebody said.
Well, here we go. 18. There's 18 pieces of rugby now.
But we're just taking our time here. Look, there's like 9 minutes left.
Absolutely.
Oh, take your time, boys. Just grind the meters out. Joe, look, the forwards are
Yes!
loving it.
Absolutely.
What is it? Did we score?
Mr. Stockdale, try time.
Oh. You can see this.
All right,
You know what? I know it's coming from you.
Put it on.
You could just feel this through the telly, even though I'm behind you. You can feel it's coming by the body language, how they're playing.
How many?
Northampton Saints, they're all 6 and 7s. The defensive line is all over the show.
Absolutely, and there's absolutely no cover on Stockdale at all, and Stockdale just trots in.
Like, David, it's like
incredible when you can see something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lovely.
Joe,
that's beautiful.
Joe, Burns just waited for a tackle to come towards him. Then he was just like, give it to him, because I think they were probably not thinking about him. I think they were targeting Yari at the start of the game. They were like, he's the danger man, but now it's like, Stockdale is now.
Absolutely outstanding.
Surely they're converted, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Burns has been about technical.
Billy Burns, Captain Darling, the fly catcher general himself. He just took a second.
Oh, he messed up.
Player gave an inch and just fed them through. Beautiful.
No.
You can see that beautiful play.
If we get Laurie's got strapped up, Laurie's got clean film, strapped up. Is that a bad sign, or?
That's a sign of trying to keep the swelling down on whatever's happened there as much as possible. Just
is he off? Tom Wood's on for Saints. Good player, Ezekiel is, even though he's at some other club I didn't want to mention.
Fair play. There we go. So we are ABC
nearly 2 hours, just saying.
74 minutes in, and Ulster now 5 tries to 4 to the good, 35-27 ahead here at Franklin's Gardens. And you are welcome to another ThreeBOD Rugby Group show with my very, very special friends Greg Galway and White Walker 1, Dave Toppin. And we're you're watching us, watching the game, discussing things, having a bit of crack.
If you're watching the game, you can actually put up your comments and tell us what you think of the referee and all that.
Absolutely.
I actually think Alex Grayson had a real good game here.
Yeah. I think Alexander Ruiz.
We've got
come across him.
You're right, and Saints under a wee bit of pressure there.
Sorry, we've got a comment from Freddie. He says, "Who would we want in the semis?" Not Leicester. That's for a start. I'm just saying.
You're right.
I would have Montpellier. I agree with you. Montpellier.
So there you go. You've got Bath. You've got Leicester.
I don't know Bath.
And it looks like it's going to be Montpellier because they're still.
Wait, who gets home advantage? Do we go to France or?
I'm not sure.
Do we know?
When's the semi-final draw after this game?
No, it's not. Tomorrow night. It's tomorrow.
Was it tomorrow, is it?
It's after Clermont.
All right, okay.
Yeah, we'll find out.
It looks like you're going to get Bath, Leicester, or potentially Montpellier, because Montpellier are 31-25 up against Benetton. Hoping that the Italians will come back. But at the moment, that's what it is stuck at.
Wait, Treadwell, I don't know if he's going to carry on. I don't think Treadwell could be going to carry on.
And Captain Darling's had a wee bit of treatment there as well, I think. He's
had a good game despite his, Treadwell's carrying on. No, Burns, I think, taking off.
I think Burns is just
draw on Sunday night, see?
There we go. Freddie Clark confirmed it's tomorrow night, and Ian Gilbert out in Madrid says he would like Ulster to play Montpellier.
Apparently, Montpellier, I'm not sure. Have they got any good players? Like, do we know?
I'll tell you, tell you what. Still a few minutes to go there, clearly, and we hope that Benetton come back, because that would be just great for Italian rugby, great for rugby all round. If they scored a try, converted try now would make it 32-31. So for our Italian friends, for
Right.
Ian McKinley. Let's just hope that
I'm just reading Montpellier's team to myself. It's strong. They had
it is
Alex
strong.
Ndotke, had Michael Flemse, is he?
Valencia, yeah.
Who else do they have?
But,
Else, but to proceed, Bismarck. They've got him.
mm,
He's good. Saints made a change to scrum half. If you haven't noticed, 21's on 9. So it is. Montpellier, that could be. Oh,
Be an interesting game.
that would be.
I'm saying, will there be any fixtures in England next Saturday?
I think there will be. It's Premiership.
There is, in
Joe,
fact, isn't it? Before Northampton and London Irish. Is the next game?
That's Friday.
Well, there you go.
well, I'm all double
I think
check
it's Exeter against somebody, if I'm not certain. I think Exeter are playing against Wasp. BT have got that game.
Next
Good.
Saturday, what we got here? Yeah, we've got a 4 games in the Premiership, including Chiefs, Wasps, Harlequins, Warriors, Falcons, Bristol, Seal, Gloucester. So they do have games at the weekend.
Chance penalty. Just thought I would let you know. Whom's had a good game?
Yes, very good.
75 minutes, Montpellier.
Pretty
Yellow
working
card,
on that.
14 men.
Oh, who is?
Yakuba Kamara has shown a yellow card. Montpellier's player there.
Oh, come on, Trevi. Oh, right. Jeff Murphy up. Joe Nordy got man of the match.
Good. I think that's fairly fair.
He's the captain. Plus, I reckon Henderson might be back. I'm just saying for next week if he's fit.
Was it? What was the injury status this week, Dave? On Hendo.
Hendo was being monitored during the week, but obviously hasn't made it in time. So I would say I'll probably keep an eye on the next update for next week, and I'll throw that up. I'll try and see if I can throw out a wee post on that maybe during the week.
That'll be great.
Let's see. To answer the question, no, Leicester's not playing.
So basically, it was apparently on Twitter reports, Neil McCune, the status. Oh, Tom O'Toole turnover. That's what he brings to us.
I like Tom. I was glad he got some time in the Irish camp. I thought he might have been so.
Look, that's helped him.
Time.
That's helped him, I bet.
Yeah.
Look, he's a good player. He's like, when you've got Marty Murray grinded out. Sorry, Madigan's on the pitch. Mad Dog's on the pitch.
Mad Dog. A couple of minutes left to go here, Franklin Gardens. 78 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Nearly 1 minute.
Nearly 1 minute. That's an awesome turnover for Ulster.
Ulster, Graham Pales noticed someone in Northampton, I think, because he just signed a Vic Farland, I think, about something.
Yeah, Freddie's just saying that Montpellier the game has just finished. I've just seen that. Thanks, Freddie. Wow.
I feel so sorry for Treviso.
Yeah, Montpellier through the 14 minutes.
Interesting. Could he play in the centre? Because Matthewson's on for whom? Do we know?
See, again, Albie Matthewson. Fab player. Fab player. Sad.
Yo, I messaged Joe. I messaged Joe. I messaged him. Welcome to Ulster. He appreciated it. Like,
absolutely. Nice.
I said to him, welcome to Ulster. They said, thanks, mate. It's like, that's what you get from like you signing saying thanks.
Absolutely.
Like,
and Ian Gilbert saying that he's a big fan of Hammer.
That's the next in there. Yo, that's the next in there. Do we go for the points or do we?
Oh no! This clock's about to go red. In fact, clock is now red.
Is it? Yeah. Right. Dan McFarlane's going down.
He's going down the stairs. He says, "Check his out, lads. Mind the paint."
Here, at half time, you were nervous, but now we can. If we get away,
that was That was
Can I
a
say-
hard-fought victory.
Can I,
You
here, I
ground that out well.
can I just say a win to win?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Joe,
And superb as well.
I
Because
said on Brandon Smith's stream earlier on in the Montpellier game, I said, regardless of your league form, it goes out in the system in terms of like.
absolutely.
Good, he's missed it. There we go.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Well done, boys.
Absolutely. Well, that's a superb, another superb game of rugby here at Franklin Gardens. Ulster won out 5-4, and I'm literally just playing the last catch up on the seconds where JC, of course, just past Easter, so it's John Cooney. And well, I got burnt at the stake by Sun for that one. It's just taken. So I'm just going to enjoy the great John Cooney taking the last kick, but I know what's coming anyway. Up he comes, and funny old thing, he's pulled it to the side.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, this has been another excellent episode. So our Exeter man who was on earlier on, one of the two Exeter men, Mike Lazell, thank you to you for taking the time before. We'll definitely have you back on the show again.
Colin made a good comment. He also boys. He got
Murphy. Was Nordy.
Murphy.
Yeah. So a final here at Franklin's Gardens, 35 to 20 Ulster, 27 to Northampton Saints, and it finishes off a fab day of rugby with 3 years game. Ian Gilbert, stay safe out there in Madrid.
Yeah.
Ian, you're welcome, mate. It is a bit of fun, and that's it. And we get people. Interesting, we get people who still watch these watch-up shows during the week because they watch it when they're watching the game because they haven't been able to see the game, and it's really weird. We get messages through saying, "Sorry, couldn't get to watch the game. I'll watch it when I'm watching the game," and that's superb. So we're glad you enjoyed it. Great goal.
Actually, Ian, I'll say this for Ian Gilbert.
Absolutely. What were your takeaways, Gregor? What did you think overall of the Ulster team?
It's a good performance, but like in that second half, we showed a completely different squad team. Different. Maybe it was a team talk, like as we said, the hairdryer treatment. Yeah. Look, Northampton, fair play to you. You tried your best in that first half, but like we grinded it out essentially. We'll take it. Now we move on to the next week, whoever we have. Look, Henderson back. Murphy's speaking to the BT Sport now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to pass down here. Take a final couple of thoughts. Dave Toppin, what did you take away from that game overall?
I would say we still need to work on a wee bit of defense, but on the defensive side, certainly now I think when they sit down and look at it, they'll be looking at the ruck in particular and trying to stop that trick play at the ruck. But apart from that, no, very happy with that performance, especially in the second half. The hairdryer certainly worked, and I think Mr. Bigger, the dancing Welshman, will be taking quite a bit of stick this week. Yes, we'll get him 3 buckets of gel, and he can do what he likes with it. But it's one of those very hard fought games. Like earlier on, where anything could have happened in the last 10 minutes. I'm glad that we've come through and
two English sides plus the side, just saying. 2 English sides knocked out of the Challenge Cup. Could it be a third? Who knows? Could have to find out.
I think you've got to back yourself. If you tighten things up, I think you've got to back yourselves with that belief to get over the line. There's nothing. I mean, Bath today were very, very good. Leicester Tigers were okay. But I think you have got to
actually of the Montpellier game. Just saying.
Okay. Well, we got to sort of wrap up here now, unfortunately. Yeah. Otherwise, Bod will have eaten my pizza. Again. Let me tell you about some of the times that the dogs have eaten the breakfast rolls. My bad for leaving them lying around, but there you go. Unbelievable, Jesus! I tell you, I mean, people don't understand the life I have. Well, lads, let me tell you. But in all seriousness, a huge thank you the guys who joined us for the Exeter and Leinster show today, and to both of you for joining us, and most especially to everybody that's joined us from around the globe tonight, watching us here live on the show. These are something special as we grow and develop them more. What we want to do is we come out of lockdown. We're going to have We're going to have a camera in the local club. We're going to have 3 or 4 people in a house having a bit of crack together. And Michael Hazel, mine's freaking cold now, so I better get downstairs. I'll be in enough trouble as it is because I'll have to take Bod out on his own tomorrow now, let alone the others. So huge thank you to Jill for looking after everything downstairs because it's all run on. Lots of things happening next week. Keep following everything on the 3BOD Rugby group on Facebook. Please go to our new YouTube channel and subscribe because we have there we go. It's running along the bottom there. We have got our new Live at 5 series that I do, quick 10, 15, 20 minute on different topics. Twice a week we'll be doing that as well. And from next week they go exclusively going live on YouTube, and we will share the link afterwards then onto other platforms, but you'll find us there. So please go to that link there and subscribe on YouTube to our channel. I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this, and it's genuinely always made easier by having my good friends Gregor Galway and White Walker 1, Dave Toppin to join us. Until next week, there is lots happening next week as well. Go to the Facebook page and we'll keep you updated with everything there. Send us a message. If you want to be on the show, you can come on the show. If you want to see a topic, then tell us and we will endeavour to help do that. We've got some very, very special things coming up over the next few months. Until then, stay safe. Thank you to the rugby family. I am Big Joe Shep, Chief Bloke and founder at the 3BOD Rugby. And it has been a real honour and a privilege, as ever, to be with you today. Until next week. Until tomorrow. Wake up. Be kind. Be happy. Go to Mila Machagot. Slangerful.
Big.